your meditation, how you reason, how you function. That is that part. And then what is the social aspect of this psychosocial? The environment where you live, the people you deal with, the problems you deal with, the issues you have to deal with every day. So this psychosocial aspect is a huge issue that we have to deal with every day. So now, when you don't have the mental aspect of it, which is the psychology, and then the social aspect, when you don't match them together, you get a dysfunctional society. Now, I also want to tell you, the psychological aspect of this whole thing and the environmental, that's what pushes us to what we do. Our behaviors, depression, anxiety, worthlessness, sense of worthlessness, because you can't do what you're supposed to do. So what happens when you're facing this depression? People try to go into recreational drugs. They try to drink to make sure that this depression is somehow, met. And when that happens, they continue to drink and they continue to use drugs, and it doesn't cure the problem. Now, what happens? There's dual diagnosis, which is a combination of mental health and psychology, mental health and drug abuse. So you see people, not everybody can take drug and walk around. There's people walking around with borderline psychosis. And these people have some borderline mental issues that if they smoke just one puff of what the other person is using, they become mentally ill. Now you see the full exacerbation of their mental health. You go around in this country now, you see a lot of mad people going around, walking around. How do we address this issue? There's need to call a national emergency. We cannot keep saying, let's keep patching. We have been suffering and smiling for a very long time. Before I left this country, almost 30 years ago, I came back and we're still in the same way. Actually, we took 2 steps backwards, or even 10 steps. There is need to overhaul this country. There is need to rehabilitate this country, starting from the beginning to the end. Our leaders need to, please, think about this country. If we want to fix it, it's not going to be this youth couple sitting next to me. What is he going to add to it? He's thinking of his daily survival. It has to start from us, the leaders of this country. We need to come and say, look, we've had enough. We had enough. You leave this country, you go out, and people look at you once you say Nigerian. But we love this country. My sister have said it all. You come there, you're welcome, feel at home, but remember, it's not your home. In America, I've lived there, but I'm still a second-class citizen. I can never call it my home. I come back here in Nigeria, and this is my home. And nothing feels better than home. So we have to find ways in order to make this work. There has to be a national orientation, awareness, sensitization. And I heard one of the speakers mention that there will be, I think it's SASA, that they will take this to all the counties of the state. And the communities, we need to rehabilitate every one of us. We need to bring back the national orientation programs to let us know that this country, yes, you and me and we can all fix it. When we come together and think about how to rehabilitate this country, we can do this. So that again takes me to the point of education and training. Some institutions need to be trained. We need to show compassion. I saw a video, you talk about traumatization. I was traumatized to see a video of a young girl who, for whatever reason, was held, and I will say in police custody. Not that I'm, actually profiling, but I think this should be an issue where, please, you guys will take it back. She was taken to the police custody. She was naked, barely naked. And the issue of things I was hearing was, where did they take you? And they posted it and said it was a ritual. ritualist that took her to a hotel. This woman needs psychological or psychiatric help. Where are our institutions? Where is our hospitals? Can we rehabilitate and refurbish our hospitals in a way that if we had these issues, she had no business, and I was traumatized by it. She has no business sitting in the police custody while they're asking her and filming her naked. Goodness God, where is compassion? How can we live in this country and nobody cares? Nobody cares. Filming her naked, and all they were asking her, who took you to the hotel? Where did they take you? Ah, ritualist. Oh, come on. That broke my heart. There needs to be orientation. I was coming this morning and I was traumatized. I took a wrong turn and I didn't know. There was no sign that this is a one-way. And I saw VIOs jumping out of the bushes. And I almost lost my bearing because I thought something was wrong. And they told me you are going with me to impound your car because you're driving on the wrong lane or coming on the opposite direction. And I said, please, sir, I'm not aware. I didn't know. There was no sign there. So what I'm trying to say is that this has to be a collective action. We can fix this country. I love my country. I'm back here to give my own quota. I'm here to do what I can. And all of us that are coming back love this country and we want to fix it. But please, there has to be a national orientation, a national sensitization, a national awareness programs from the top to the bottom. Thank you so much.
SP Josephine Adi. I am the Public Relations Officer for FCT Police Command. I am here today to represent the Inspector General of Police, and I bring greetings and warm regards from the IGP. Also, I bring regards from the Commissioner of Police, FCT. Well, I really appreciate this summit. It's just quite unfortunate that we are given few minutes to make remarks, and the lecture we just received is very rich. It's I would have loved that this kind of programs should, this kind of lectures should be reached out to other organizations, other sections, and the youth and members of the public. As a police officer sitting here, I'm also a daughter, a mother, and also a sister. I am a normal human being like every other person, but because I'm a police officer, a lot is expected of me. Aside my primary duties as a police officer protecting life and properties, a normal Nigerian will expect me to perform magic as well, to do a lot of things. So this topic about traumatization is a topic that should go far in all areas. Other people should listen to it, and other of my fellow colleagues should listen to it. Like the first, my fellow security agencies, the first person that spoke was talking about traumatization in their section. It also extends to us because we see a whole lot every day. Now, for example, there's a trending issue of missing male organs that we are battling with. The FCT have recorded about 62 cases. 51 have been charged to court, and the other 13 we are still battling on how to deal with it. Even the medical terms said they are okay. So these kind of things are rare things, but we need to manage it. A lot is expected of us, but yet we are not appreciated. The lecture was, there's something he said, that by the time we start blaming we stop blaming or shifting blames. I can't put it exactly the way he put it, but what I could get from it, he said, when we stop shifting blames and start blaming ourselves, others too will start acknowledging their faults, and that way we will start getting a better Nigeria. So as a patriotic Nigeria, what is it that you have given on your own path? We are always putting blames either on the police or the other one or the government or this. What is it is your contribution. I have had the privilege that this job has taken me outside the country too. And I saw the system that we always go back and said, if you travel out, this is how it is. But when you check their behaviors, it's not as the way we behave in this country. Once you land in America, you follow the rules. But here, people don't follow the rules. Like, everybody is free, and then you blame one particular agency for not doing his job well, or the government not doing this. Nobody holds himself accountable for his own action. But I'm not here to go into that. All I can say, on the side of the police, without you, we cannot serve you better. We need your support. We need your cooperation. Trust the police. Even if you have doubts, at least you should give them a benefit of the doubt. By trusting us, if there's any situation, report to us. Report to the police. I think police is one of the only agencies that punish their officers and still feedback to members of the public. This is what we have done to this person's misconduct. We've dismissed, the IGP have reduced officers in rank. There is one particular officer that was reduced in rank. The trauma he went through, he never believed that the Inspector General of Police would discipline him that way, and he died. I believe it's the trauma. And people keep sharing this video. The first public relations officer, ACP Olumuyiwa, now talked about the video and said this officer have been punished, and because of the trauma, the officer died. And somebody on Twitter now said, I want to see where you buried him. But it was so bad. Even we felt bad, but that is the way they feel about a police officer. When you walk on the street with your uniform, people, they are not proud to see you as a policeman because of one behavior of one officer or that. So we need to change all our narratives and thinking about our own country. The national pledge was explained to us by the speaker bit by bit. Probably in our schools it should be done like that, because our children just recite it without knowing the meaning of it. The speaker from the women, she said a whole lot of things of how we train our children and the morals that we get from our homes. Growing up, when your mother look at you, you know that you've done something wrong. But nowadays, if you look at your child, he doesn't even know what you are looking at. He can even ask you, Mommy, why are you staring at me like that? So there's a whole lot of things to be done. I think we start from ourselves, I will start from me, and you start from you. Thank you very much.